good, meathead? Happy Saturday, happy game day to you. Hopefully at this point in the day, you've done at least one thing to make you better right now than you were when you woke up. If not, you still got plenty of the day left. So get after it. Do at least something to get you better right now than what you were when you got your ass out of bed. Now, today I want to talk to you about fasting. Regarding intermittent fasting, you need to understand that this is a subject that encompasses so many different avenues, nooks, and crannies. So today we're just going to cover the basics. What it is, what it isn't, what the benefits are, and what you can do today to start implementing it to achieve some of the goals that you have with your body, how it looks, and how it performs. So in regards to starting with the basics, let's first discuss what intermittent fasting is. Intermittent fasting is voluntarily depriving yourself of any caloric value or anything that forces your body to metabolize any matter for a prolonged period of time. That's it. You're essentially starving yourself and depriving yourself of calories or anything that your body must break down. Whether that goal is to support religious practices and purposes, you're doing a cleanse and you want to give your digestive system a break, or you're just trying to create that caloric deficit necessary to help you burn more fat and lean up, it's important to remember this about intermittent fasting. It is not a diet. It is a tool to be used in conjunction with a goal-specific diet. Know this about what a diet is in general. When I think of a diet, I think of typically some type of nutritional guideline or map that is going to be on a daily basis what you consume in order to achieve a goal. Typically speaking, a lot of diets have some restrictive properties. There's the low-fat diet, there's the high-fat, low-carb diet, keto diet, carnivore diet. Now, there's so many different diets, but what they all have in common is that typically speaking, at least the ones that are put in place to help people lean up, what they typically do is restrict some type of macronutrient. The thing is, with intermittent fasting, you're not depriving your body of one specific macronutrient like you would any typical fat loss specific diet. No, you're depriving your body of all macronutrients for a prolonged period of time. So with that being said, it's important for you to realize that intermittent fasting isn't a diet in and of itself. It is a tool to be used in conjunction with a diet, and specifically one that is ideally matched up with a diet that is put in place to help you burn more fat. Understand this about fasting for prolonged periods of time. There are multiple different benefits involved with doing this. There's autophagy, which is basically the process of your body cleaning out each and every one of its cells so that it operates optimally and everything getting sent to it, whether that be some type of nutrient or some type of hormone that acts on that cell, is operating efficiently. You have that. You have just the fact that you're giving your digestive system a break from its typically taxing activity that it goes through on a daily basis. But then for guys like you and I that just want to lean up but also maintain size and strength, there's the benefits that it offers to our endocrine system. When you fast for prolonged periods of time, what happens is that you're not forcing any real influx in insulin. When you do this, what's going to happen is that as insulin levels start to kind of level out and don't have any real spikes, you're going to see an increase in human growth hormone naturally. And in regards to the specific goals that we have inside the gym and with our diet of leaning up but holding on to the size and strength that allows us to look and perform like a beast, human growth hormone is your best friend. To truly understand the real benefit and impact that human growth hormone has on your desire to lean up but at the same time hold on to size and strength, it helps to think of it as what I like to call your primal survival hormone. I call it the primal survival hormone because back in the day, we had to work a whole hell of a lot harder in order to feed ourselves. We couldn't just go to the supermarket. We had to either hunt or gather in order to harvest a meal. And in regards to how we harvest that next meal, whether it be through hunting or gathering, we need to have some form of energy to fuel the contraction necessary to harvest it. No one was going to give it to you then. No one's going to give it to you really now. It requires you to be able to produce sustainable force. And to produce sustainable force, you need some form of energy to fuel that muscular contraction. And this is what brings us to the real benefits of your human growth hormone levels being sky high. When that's the case, your body signals your body fat to be the real sustainable source of energy instead of muscle. Yes, some muscle will be broken down, but there's going to be far more body fat broken down to be used to fuel all contraction necessary to harvest the next meal. So bringing it full circle, let's remember that number one, intermittent fasting is a tool, not a diet, and it's ideally used in conjunction with a diet that is specific for fat loss. And it works by helping you increase human growth hormone levels so that you rely more on body fat for use as fuel while maintaining the size and strength required to help you meet the goal of getting lean without losing size and strength. So there you have it with our introductory video on intermittent fasting and specifically how we use it to create the hormonal response that's required to help us burn fat while holding on to size and strength. Moving forward, there's a lot more to cover, so be sure you stay tuned. And if you do have any specific questions for me regarding how to place intermittent fasting into your existing diet and training routine, simply leave that question down in the reply area below.